Chiroguys here. Today we're going to talk about tidying up your breathing. This will be fantastic.
Yes.
Why do we need to breathe?
Well,
Why?
ideally 12 to 16 times a minute too.
I know, and we don't even have to think about it most of the time. But that's the problem sometimes.
To survive.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
exactly.
and it's not only just the problem of, you know, we don't think about it. That's a great phraseology there.
Yeah.
Phraseology?
Phraseology.
Yeah.
We'll look that one up.
That one's real. I made that up today.
That's right.
But it's a powerful phrase because the simplicity is we just kind of take it for granted.
Yeah.
But we also can develop bad habits when we take things for granted. And one of the bad habits is we're shallow breathers. We take these hyperventilate breathing. I mean, go ahead and do Lamaze breathing for a while. You know why they do Lamaze breathing?
It's strength. No? Part of it.
It has nothing to do with health.
Yeah.
It's actually trying to distract the mother.
Interesting.
That's what Lamaze breathing is. Is it just...
Yeah. It's trying to...
It's actually distracting the mother from, you know, this other experience that she's getting ripped into by a watermelon.
Right. Exactly. You know. So you gotta have something.
So you gotta have something to focus on.
That's right.
But when you're not fully oxygenating, you're slowly choking off your health.
Yep.
And so what we want to do is we want to more oxygenate our body, and that's what deep breathing will do. And we're going to show you 3 different ways to do it. There's more than 3, but we're going to talk about 3.
Yep.
But here's the really interesting way to look at it too. Is anyone that's ever done any yoga? You know, they talk about breathing in there. We're actually talking about yoga breathing in a second.
Right.
They feel pretty good, right?
Yeah.
But what happens if you go for a run?
How's
that breathing feel?
For this guy, not so good.
Yeah. But that's that short hyperventilating, right?
Exactly.
And so we want to just get those deep breaths, cleansing breaths.
Yes, exactly.
But what is the concern before we say, hey, consult your doctor kind of business?
So
what's dangerous, so to speak, about doing this?
So you want to make sure when you do it the first time, you're like probably sitting.
Yeah.
The reason is because you can get lightheaded. We don't know if you guys have something of like that, maybe out of medication or something that would stop that oxygen to be as good. So you'll get possibly some lightheadedness and those kind of things. The other thing that's interesting, as soon as Matt was talking, I'm going, everybody pays for all this like detoxing your body. What's the easiest way to detox your body? Deep breaths. Because that a lot of times you're trying to, the CO2 is trying to get out. So if we're hyperventilating all the time, are we getting rid of enough CO2?
You're just trying to get rid of that toxic byproduct.
Exactly. Trying to get rid of that out of your system too. So
that's a good tip, kids.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so we're talking about 3 ways. And the first one I already said was basic yoga breathing. What's basic yoga breathing?
It's essentially just slow deep breaths in and then blowing everything out. And that's as easy as it gets, but
so in the words of Gavin Rosdell for glycerine, is breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out.
Exactly, but not at that pace.
Or don't do it at that pace. Or at that that tone deafness.
Exactly, but that's why a lot of those like singers and those kind of things, they get to really good because they understand breath control as well, or breathing control.
But a yoga breath is simply in through the nose, pause, out through the mouth. That's a yoga breath.
Yeah.
That is the easiest and a very effective still way of doing deep breathing.
I like that in times of like busyness too.
Yeah.
So like one of my, I call it like a 10-second meditation. If you're going crazy and all these things are busy, then you just take that time where you actually get a minute.
I think that's great.
Done.
That's good.
That's right.
So now one that is a little bit more specific, but is frankly essential. We keep talking about this hyperventilating, these short breaths that we take, is retrain your body how to take deep breaths.
Yeah.
And so there's actually a really fancy training tool. It's called a hand. And what you do is you can put it on the chest and the tummy. The tummy is the most important one. But what you want to do is when you take a deep breath in, your tummy should actually pooch out. And then when you blow it out, your tummy should actually go in. And so you could just, am I retraining my body is the diaphragm, which sits under the lungs, right?
Yep, exactly.
And that's an actual muscle.
It is.
It's actually a core muscle, interestingly enough, too. But you're actually using that muscle properly to...
What's crazy about your diaphragm is it actually pulls down.
Yeah.
And that's how it creates the breath inside. So it's like if you ever take those like an old balloon and pulled it down and saw that action, it's pretty cool.
Now, I will tell you, actually, just doing that, I'm a little going, woo.
Exactly. So you don't have to be.
If you're playing along at home,
healthy.
Don't be watching this while you're driving.
Exactly. Yeah, please.
Ever?
Exactly.
I guess.
Yeah, that would be good. They'll probably have that technology soon where it's like in your glasses or something.
Well, the guy who was watching Harry Potter in a self-driving car in Florida and the car crashed, he's like, what happened?
I don't even know.
Because he was watching Harry Potter.
That's awesome.
Dude.
That's right.
I like Harry Potter too, I guess, but of all the movies, like, crash to something cooler than that.
That's right.
Adult male.
That's right. That's right. Karate Kid. Come on.
That's adult male movie right there.
That's right.
So this one's a little bit more.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's going to take some more practice.
Yeah. And this one you're going to feel, guaranteed.
Yep.
It's called the 4-7-8.
Yeah. So this one's tough. This one's tough to get. So I'll let you kind of.
Well, there's a fun practice thing first and foremost, because part of the 4-7-8 is you breathe in for 4, hold it for 7, push it out for 8. Is the push out how important it is because the CO2 toxicity, right? You want to push that out. And so how do you do that? Well, what they recommend is actually you put your tongue in the back of your top teeth, and you actually do like a whoosh. You go. Oh, that was really creepy and good. Yeah. But that's the exhale portion of it. So when you inhale through the nose for a count of 4, which I can't talk and do that. So inhale for a count of 4, and then you want to hold it for that count of 7. Yeah, which think about that. Oh my gosh, like my eyes start going wonky because of that hold. And then we do the.
And as you're doing that, you got to count 8, which is kind of crazy.
And you're going to go, oh my gosh, I can only push out 3.
Right.
It's because you don't know how to fully inhale your lungs.
Exactly.
That's why you can't push out. Yep. So when you fully inhale, then you can start pushing out the 8. You're not going to probably push out 8 the first time you do this. No,
I would say like if you take this one on and you get to that 8, you're sitting really, really good.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because if you can do that, this one I haven't taken on yet. All right. I've tried it a few times and I haven't got to that.
We're not doing it consistently.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
out of easy convenience, the yoga breathing was great.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you know how to breathe with the whole tummy thing, when you add that in there, that's great. This is advanced school, kids.
Exactly.
So if you're ready for this, great. If you're not, that's okay. The basic yoga breathing is a great thing. But we gave them 3 options here, all fantastic, but all to better oxygenate the body, kick out those CO2 toxins, like you said.
Feel better every day.
I like it.
Feel better every day.
That's not awesome. A bad goal, kids. Feel better every day.
Thank you for watching again. We appreciate you. Oh, and subscribe below. And if you'd like to, in this video, or just below this video, there is a little place where you can get a trigger point guide for free. It's pretty cool.
Free?
Exactly. Thanks for watching.